It's the Machine of Nonsense, episode 157, and it is... Did I get that right? I think that's right. 157, and it is the great Valentine's Day draft. D's shaking his head. I didn't get the number right. It doesn't matter. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
Hey.
And the aforementioned Demetrius is with us.
What is love? Oh, no.
Mike,
Hurt him.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Hurt him bad.
You're the host of Jack Shit, Eric.
Ooh.
Sorry, I've been playing Death Stranding. Sorry.
Okay.
Good. Classic romance game, that one. And making his triumphant return after a little bit of an absence, we got Tomas on the pod today.
Just want to let you guys all know that regardless of how the draft goes, I still love you all. And I'm going to win, so...
He brought Mr. Malcolm's list. He brought it.
I did. Oh my God, that's on here now. It's the wild card.
You just gave him fuel, Mike. So the great Valentine's Day draft in honor of Valentine's Day here coming up on the 14th, right? February. We're recording this
Some say
a little bit ahead of that, so it'll be available to you for you to listen with your sweetie on, or you're not sweetie, who cares? We are drafting in 6 categories. What are those categories, you ask? They are voted cutest couple. This is any couple from any game, show, or movie. Tragic romance, a game show or movie that features star-crossed lovers, tragic endings, or no happily ever after. Foreign love affair, a game show or movie that features a character finding love in a far-off land, another planet, or another plane of existence altogether. Cupid's Curse, a game show or movie that features a one-sided romance, unrequited love, a stalker, maybe a monster obsessed with a damsel, who knows. That's Cupid's Curse. And right in the feels is the most romantic scene that you've ever seen. Most romantic scene, sequence, moment, or episode in any game, movie, or TV show. And finally, last but not least, we have the Wild Valentine's Day card, which is just a wild card round. You can, put anything in that wild card. Everyone understands. We've already talked about how this is going to go. It's going to be a snake draft, like we always do. We have not picked the draft order quite yet. Going to hit the randomizer. The names are in the randomizer. Clicking Randomize. Oh, wow.
Random.
Okay.
Is it Mike?
Mike
my God.
has gotten pick number 1. Demetrius will follow with pick number 2. I am in the worst spot of pick number 3. Kayla with 4.
The fix is on.
Tomas will have 5, and then in round 2, he will snake back around and
swear to God, if any of you guys pick any of my picks, I'm gonna be super upset.
Fixed has finally been fixed. You fixed it finally. Great.
You guys.
So disappointed.
So once again, it's Mike, Demetrius, Eric, Kayla, and Tomas. Round 1 will start with Mike. The whole board is available.
I think I got to start with best couple, and I might take someone's here. I'm going to go with Leslie Knope and Ben Wyatt.
Oh, okay. We're good.
From Parks and Rec.
Good one.
My best couple. Their relationship was so great through Parks and Rec. I think Leslie's first line to Ben is like, "You're a jerk."
Right.
So,
love her.
and their will they won't they-ness, their secretive romance, when they have to be apart. It's also great. Their wedding,
the proposal.
Yeah.
Scene.
Two of the best characters ever, 2 of our bracket characters, and they're one of the best couples.
Yeah.
That's my number 1.
Pick
Ben Wyatt
number
for president.
1 in round 1 is Leslie and Ben from Parks and Rec, voted cutest couple. D, you get to go second in round 1.
I'm gonna be transparent here, guys. I'm gonna
Give me the anime.
be drafting from my heart. Who
Do it.
who needs a list when you can feel the picks coming? So cutest couple's gonna be Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock from The Proposal because
Ooh.
it was a great fucking couple.
Fun.
Good pick.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful couple.
I love that
They're
movie.
very pretty people.
Do we know their character's name? We're just gonna go with Ryan and Sandra, I think.
Yeah, no,
Let's go that one.
Screw their character names. That's who they were.
Yeah. Canadian lady and American man. right?
Real Canadian man.
Actual Canadian.
It was a businesswoman and Canadian man.
Okay. I've got lots of couples, so I'm gonna. I'm
Mr.
I'm not
Sandwich.
gonna go with couple here.
Oh,
I think
coward.
because it's top of mind right now. Kayla is playing through God of War Ragnarok right now. Kratos and Faye. Kratos in foreign love affair category. Kratos has come from a far land and he's found a woman to fix him, and that works for a little while at least. She puts him on the right path towards being a good father and a good man after
Understood.
centuries of terrible atrocities that he's committed. And hey, this time he didn't kill his wife, so that's
Hey,
that's
true.
That's a plus.
Hey, before there was therapy, there was codependency. So
Kratos
D dropping
and
the actual names.
Faye from God of War in what do I have it in FLA category, the foreign love affair. I'm putting them
Florida category.
Faster than light affair. Yes.
Krastos is how I wrote his name. There's no extra S there.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Kayla, you have the 4th pick in round 1.
Man, I had a lot of hard times with all of these.
Same here.
I'm gonna go with Cupid's Curse just because it was the easiest one for me to come up with. This one, boom, was like instantly popped into my head, and it's Fear, the movie with Mark Wahlberg and Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had this movie on my list as well.
This movie was the definite, like, this is how you learned about those things in the world for me as a young teen when it came out. And I was like, what the? This sticks with you. It instills
saw this movie way too young.
Oh no!
Yeah. The roller coaster scene was something taught me a lot. Why is he touching that? What's he doing there?
Right.
And that
when
scene
did
when
this
he's
movie come out?
95, 96, something like that.
95, yeah.
76.
And that scene when he's at the door, looking into the people, and so scary, and like, no one loves you, Marky Mark.
No. It'll make you feel those vibrations.
Right.
Oh, Tomas, you get to round out round number 1.
All right, what is it? Best couples or whatever?
I mean, it could be anything you want.
No. That's what I'm saying. This one's near and dear to my heart, so I don't want to lose it. There's still a couple of them on the table, so I'm gonna do Wesley and Buttercup.
That was on my
True
long
romance.
list. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie Ellis is just a beautiful man.
He's held up. He's still looking pretty decent. Voted
Robin Wright as well. Shit.
Oh,
yeah, Robin Wright.
No, get out of here.
Come on now.
Robin
Let's.
Wright is on another fucking plane of existence. She's my foreign love affair.
Oh no.
Okay, round 1 ends with Mike picking Leslie and Ben from Parks and Rec in Votus Cutest
Good one.
Couple. Demetrius picking what is it? Margaret Tate and Andrew Paxton from The Proposal in voted cutest couple. I picked Kratos and Faye from God of War in the foreign love affair category. Kayla picked Fear, the Mark Wahlberg Reese Witherspoon joint from 1996 in Cupid's Curse, and Wesley and Buttercup were Tomas's pick to round out in voted cutest couple from The Princess Bride, if we didn't make that known.
I changed mine. Manny Patinkin and Fezzik.
Yeah.
No, okay.
I think you're right. Round 2 begins with Tomas. We are snaking.
Hey, it's me. So I'm not gonna go as creepy, but I'm also gonna need to kind of going for a judge pool on this one.
Sure. I like these.
One-sided love. I'm gonna say Forrest Gump because 90% of that movie is a one-sided love.
I
They ain't.
So Cupid's Curse for that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. What do you? What?
Yeah.
What do you
Also
guys
got Robin Wright in it.
I
Doing a right draft.
so
Yes.
much of it is like a one-sided love story.
I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is.
All right, we're doing it. Cupid's Curse for Forrest and Jenny Gump. I don't think she ever takes his name, but Cupid's Curse for Tomas.
Eventually get married, but then she dies. So could have put that in tragedy. So,
I think I actually on my long list had them in the tragic category, but
Real Cupid's Curse. AIDS.
dude,
that's what they called it. like, before they knew.
allegedly.
Yeah.
Before they knew it's called Cupid's Curse. Kayla, round 2.
Gosh, I hate picking these for some reason. They're so hard. Because I just like want more than one or can't fit it where I want it to fit. I'm gonna I don't like going. I'm gonna pick Right in the Feels.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna pick Peter Quill shooting Gamora
Oh,
in Endgame? Infinity War.
Infinity War tries
In
to
Infinity
shoot.
one of
Yeah,
those two.
he pulled the trigger and Thanos bubbled him out, but it was just he knew that's what she wanted, and he tried, and then of course we now are dealing with all of the downfall from there, and
Peter Quill ruined the MCU. You're right.
he tried.
You're right.
He tried. He's human
Why-
now. Hey, Chris Pratt, maybe he did. Peter Quill, not so much.
Oof.
Stuff. All right.
I think a lot of people ruined the MCU, but
Nope.
just Peter Quill.
Throw a fucking dart. All right, my turn. I get I'll do Right in the Feels as well. No one's gonna pick this one.
Good.
But I'm doing it. It doesn't matter. All right, Right in the Feels. There's an episode of Futurama called Time Keeps on Slipping, where Fry rearranges the stars to send a little message to his love, and she never gets to see it. Which is rough, but I think that's one of the most romantic scenes in a thing ever. So Fry rearranges.
Good episode.
Fry's so dumb.
I would have settled for Fry finding his dog, and then finding out that he lived the whole entire life without him.
It's not a place for pet love. This is not.
No, this
Okay.
is the romantic variety. Okay,
right.
So unless you can prove to me that Fry had sexual tension with that dog, okay.
Do you try to make an argument for platonic love?
No.
All right. Speaking of the aforementioned D, it is round 2.
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
All right, round 2. It's gonna knock out my tragic love one. And and I'm gonna do Titus and Yuna from Final Fantasy X.
Ooh. Or just any love story from any Final Fantasy game.
Hey, listen, I was like, I don't have a list. I'm like tragic love, and then I was like Final Fantasy, and I was like, oh no, let me narrow this down.
Too many. D. I hate you.
just Yuna not letting herself be vulnerable, and then you get to like the very last quarter of the game, and she starts opening up to him, and then you find out what his fate is essentially. And yes, fate was a pun on
It's a dream of the fate, yeah.
About 3 beers in, I tried to explain, Kayla, yesterday, actually, the love affair of Titus and Yuna, because they kind of fit in every single category almost. Good pick is what I'm saying, D.
Yeah.
Kayla wasn't
Good game.
Great game. Titus and Yuna from Final Fantasy X in Tragic Romance. Round 2 completes with Mike.
I'm going to pick my tragic romance here, and I'm going to go Bones and All.
Ooh.
Lee and Marin. Maybe my favorite movie of the last however many years. I love Bones and All. I think it's perfect. Lee and Marin are these two cannibalistic teenagers who find each other and are trying to make it in this crazy cannibal world that we live in, you know? And Mark Rylance, who plays Sully, does not like their romance very much. And the movie ends in a tussle with Lee, Marin, and Sully, and Lee does not make it, unfortunately. And ends with Marin having to get rid of the evidence of these 2 dead bodies, and she has to eat them both, bones and all. So, great movie, great scene, great everything, great performances, and that's my tragic romance.
Much tragedy.
Yeah. So maybe a great movie to watch on Valentine's for all you guys out there.
Of course.
It's a lovely, lovely love story.
I love Bones and All. I think the Bones and All scene, like where it's like first uttered, is one of the best scenes in a movie in a long time. Okay, round 2 completed with Bones and All in the tragic romance category for Mike. Titus and Yuna in the tragic romance category for Demetrius. Fry rearranging the stars in the right in the feels category for me. Peter Quill tries and fails to shoot Gamora in the right in the feels for Kayla. And Forrest and Jenny from Forrest Gump is the Cupid's curse for Tomas. Mike, we snake back around to you in round 3.
I'm going to stick on the Chalamet train here, and I'm going to go with my Cupid's curse pick, and I'm going to pick Laurie and Joe from Little Women. Chalamet plays Laurie. Sarah Sharonan plays Joe. And Laurie has been in love with Joe, like his whole life, of course. And there's a scene where he's just finally going to, like, get the yes or no out of her. Like, they're on this hill, and the scene just goes on for a long time, too. He just keeps getting worse and worse for Laurie. And, Joe just can't have it. She's not willing to give up her liberty and her freedom to just settle down and marry someone. She says she'll never marry someone. And Laurie's like, you know what? It's your way. You will love someone and you will die for them. I know you will. And just breaks my heart for old Laurie.
Ouch.
He has to have another. One of the other sisters, I think Amy, is that sister. He has to kind of do the same thing with her because she has an unrequited love for him. But the scene that worked for me was the Laurie and Joe scene. So good. So sad.
Damn. Little Women, what a fucking movie.
What a downer.
What a year for movies. Good ass movie.
2019, baby.
That was a
2019.
banger year. D, you get round 3.
Round 3.
I love how easy rhyming things with D is. It's great. It's It's a highlight of some of my days, you know.
Now I've tried doing it with Demetrius.
Tough, much harder to do.
Mischievous.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Mischievous, the Pokemon. Look,
There it
we
is.
found 2. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta drop
Okay,
some
okay.
Pokemon lore on us.
Who? No.
I could do puns with it at least. I could do like the last of Demetrius, you know? Something like that.
Okay.
Right.
Stretch.
No. Nope.
Right.
So I'm gonna do a foreign love affair. There's a anime called ReZero. It's about this guy Subaru who's got a really unique power of respawning after he dies.
Ooh.
Except he fully experiences his death, and then he comes back.
Whoa.
There's it's a very grim dark, like, ooh, we're trying to be edgy big boy anime. But he in his weird little journey, he meets these twin demons. One of them's a blue hair one, and she over his many resets, he learns about her. They get close. And he's like, wow, what a good friend. And she does not feel that way. She feels much stronger about him than he does. And there's this great scene after he's been struggling to save people that live in the same like mansion that he's been staying at, where she gives this heartfelt, like, 5-minute speech about no matter how hard your life is, keep trying and blah, blah, blah. And you may feel like the whole world's against you, but keep trying. And then confesses her love to him. And I was thinking about putting this as tragic love because his response is that he literally is in love with another character that they live with.
No.
Oof.
He's like, wow, your feelings are so strong, but I love Amelia. And she just takes it in stride and keeps supporting him. And yeah, it's absolutely deranged. But since he's from like another world, since he's from like a literal another world, I was like, this is probably one of the like. I was torn. I was like, it could be the one-sided tragic love, but I really like this. I really like this as like the guy from another world. You know, he's impressing everybody. He's not the best. He's not the best. It's just the fact that he is like so charismatic that people start flocking to him. So it was a nice change of pace of the overpowered, way too talented person gets plopped into a fantasy world and is almost literally God. To just see like a guy whose special power is I can't stay dead.
I mean, you eventually get it right. You know, you run into the room 100 times, you're gonna be successful eventually, right?
Yes, the 12 minutes paradox, I think that's called.
I sent wave after wave of my men at the kill bots.
The name is ReZero, starting life in another world.
Oh, I'll put ReZero, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I think I might break Excel if I go the full name.
Subtitle.
Did you say his name is Subaru?
His name is Subaru.
That's great. I love it.
Her name's Suzuki.
Subaru and the blue hair demon from ReZero.
I'm in love with my car.
Demetrius' foreign love affair.
What a journey.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, there's also a reason why I didn't use her name. It's a great pun. It's a great inside joke.
Okay. I'll go. It's me in round 3. I'm the problem. It's me.
Yes, that's exactly where my brain went.
Yeah. Tragic romance. I'm gonna go with the tragic romance of Vlad and Lisa Tepish from Castlevania, also known as
nice.
Dracula.
Vlad.
I think it's the coolest. I don't know if this is at all was this just done for the show, or is that also his like backstory or their backstory in the games? Because
That's okay. So they
Alucard
expand
had to
on
have a
it,
mom.
and they expanded it like obviously because there's like you fight there's a boss in Symphony of the Night that you play as Alucard, and you go into like this dreamscape, and it's literally the day that like your mother is being executed, and like a succubus is trying to make you relive that. And the through line is, it's like Alucard's there, he's like, trouble my mother no more, like when he defeats Dracula at the end of the game. It's a big through line in the game. So
I thought it was a wonderful introduction to like just a subversion of like, oh, Dracula's this evil being or whatever, and to see like, no, he just kind of wanted to be by himself, didn't ever want to like fall in love or anything, but did, and that tragically ended, and that's what created the monster we kind of know. So really cool.
You rizzed our boy up too much.
I thought that was, in a show that just had tons of stuff to love. I found that really compelling.
Good show.
So Vlad and Lisa from Castlevania in my tragic romance. Kayla, you're
Good
next.
pick.
Thank you.
That was in the best couples, right?
Let me see. I want to read something specifically here. Foreign Love Affair, a game show or movie that features a character finding love in a far-off land, other planet, other plane of existence.
Ooh.
Time travel counts. Everyone, just I didn't put it in
I'm
there.
going for more simple.
Chrono Trigger. Okay.
I have a more simply request. I would like for Forgetting Sarah Marshall to be as my foreign love affair. I mean, he's on vacation.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is there a Mr. Gump? He's on vacation.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall is one of the great rom-coms. Like, it's from the beginning of him just like living as a man-child and swinging dick, and
Hell yeah.
it's so good.
Man, just out here slanging dick.
surprising his lady, And then you get Mila Kunis in it, and it's just so funny and so weird. He's got shout out to Dracula again here.
Yes.
Finding his way again into the love draft, the Valentine's Day draft.
Blah.
The Dracula draft.
The Drac draft is what we call it.
You heard it first, all you men out there. Just swing some dick, and then you eventually get Mila Kunis. That's how it works.
It tracks. I feel like it tracks.
Oh my god!
Swing that dick all the way to Hawaii.
There you go. Helicopter.
Oh boy. Great pick for getting Sarah Marshall. I think that fits in several categories, honestly.
Oh my god.
That's good. Tomas, you get to finish up round 3. Do you have anything Dracula related?
No, but I'll go. It's pretty tragic. I went with
Scott Bakula instead.
Okay,
From Funny.
that's fine. That works. Scott Bakula is fine as well.
I'll go with the most tragic of tragic love stories, Silent Hill 2.
Okay, hell yeah.
Man smothers his wife because she's dying from a disease, completely blanks out, drives to Silent Hill, doesn't know that she's literally only been dead for like a handful of days, but it's been years in his head. And he's essentially just dealing with the mental trauma that came from doing that.
Maybe the remake will turn that frown upside down for that whole thing.
Maybe. I don't know. And then Pyramid Heads.
I don't think
right?
so. I don't think it will.
Round 3. Good round.
Round 3 is complete with Silent Hill 2 in the tragic romance category for Tomas. Kayla picked Forgetting Sarah Marshall in the foreign love affair category. I picked Vlad and Lisa from Castlevania in the tragic romance category. Subaru and the blue hair demon from ReZero was the foreign love affair for Demetrius. And Lori and Joe, don't know if I spelled Lori right. I know he spells it weird because he's like a little English baby. Little Women in the Cupid's Curse category for Mike. Man, Lori and Joe, it's the movie that made me feel like, man, Shelby might be a thing, you know? I might like this guy.
Maybe
He's a thing, baby. He's
You know what it made me think? Greta Gerwig's pretty good.
Oh, what? Yeah.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
100%.
Should be nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah, maybe.
I came away with Florence Pugh winning that one for me because it was my first time seeing
sure.
Flo, and she's so good in it.
They could have fucking swept those Oscars. That movie is just a masterpiece.
Rocks.
All right. Round 4, Tomas, you get to snake back around.
All right, Sneaky Snake.
I'm going back to Naughty's moments. This one's I'm going to go with the Queen Charlotte holding hands moment again.
Ooh.
Right in the feels.
Represented Tomas.
Right in the feels. You can ask Jackie. I cried like a baby when that scene happened. So
It's so sweet.
so sweet and touching. Like I was like, oh my god, stay by your man. You did the deed. Like she's a strong lady, you know. She was tough.
I mean, I
but,
think
you know,
it was the best life for him too. He was protected.
yeah. I don't know, man. That show was so much better than everything else Bridgerton related.
Right?
Like,
I think so too. Holy shit.
for like a stopgap measure that was like, oh man, season 3's taking a while, guys. I was like, oh, cool. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, do this for the regular show.
Right.
Like,
Bridgerton was like, oh, hey, we're going to watch Poor Things. And it's very sexy. And then
hell
there's
yeah.
the actual good stuff in there that is in Good Charlotte. You gotta watch two different.
Good Charlotte.
Good Charlotte, the band. that is my pick.
Which one?
This is the anthem. Throw all your hands up. Okay.
If they had the
Please.
gusto to
Or
put
they had
Good
Ryan
Charlotte
Sexton.
in Queen Charlotte, I would have watched that show. All right.
You know, there is a lot of
Oh my god, because they do covers.
Yeah, instrumental today's music in
wow.
it. You might
That's like their big
get
shtick.
it. Yeah.
Well, that's my DLC for Queen Charlotte.
They won't do that. They're not going to do that.
I'm pulling for that. I'm gonna do a letter writing campaign.
Joel and Benji. All right. Tomas picked Queen Charlotte holding hands and is right in the feels category. Kayla, you're up.
You know, I really tried not to do just movies, but they're the easiest ones. They're the ones I want to see on there.
But now you're picking an anime.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick tragic romance. And I'm gonna pick
Carlac.
the breakup.
The breakup.
Break it down.
Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Aniston.
Do they break up?
They do.
Oh. Yeah.
And it's La La Land before we got La La Land. You know, it's like there's a moment at the end where they run into each other and it's just like oh damn. Remember all those good times? We were in love and now we're moved on and it's just so damn, that's life. Such a quotable movie. So much fun.
It's good. It's a good movie.
I miss Vince
Chicago
Vaughn.
movie.
Good Chicago movie. John Favreau.
Hey.
Good stuff.
He's in a Vince Vaughn movie?
You don't
Surprising.
say.
I know.
That's weird.
It's wild. Oh, good stuff. The breakup in tragic romance for Kayla in round 4.
I never saw that one.
Oh,
I
it's
need
good.
to-
Check it out.
Yeah.
Good.
I think it holds up. We watched it recently,
holds
just
up.
randomly, you know.
I think Selena likes it a lot. I haven't seen it.
She's got good taste.
Oh, I bet you she does.
All right. I'm gonna do Cupid's Curse. And when I was coming up with this category, this was the first thing that came to my mind. Peter Jackson's King Kong. I think Naomi Watts.
Beauty killed the beast.
Right. I mean, it's great. Yeah. But I think like Naomi Watts as the the starlet that has King Kong's eyes fixated on her, and gets to be with him at the end. Spoilers for every King Kong story ever.
Even the ones where he's fighting Godzilla.
She leaves him for Jack Black. She left him for Peter Jackson. Actually, it's real meta. It's wild. But yeah, I like that movie. I like the weird giant ape and pretty lady story of King Kong, and yeah, I like
As old as time, bro.
Beauty and the Beast,
Yeah,
Saw that movie and Walk the Line the same day. Two romantic titans.
Holy
there.
shit! What a day.
Hard.
I need to sleep after that. That'd be exhausting.
King Kong. I guess specifically Peter Jackson's King Kong is what I wrote down, but
ain't got shit on me, bro.
In Cupid's Curse for me, Demetrius, round 4.
Oh, hey, everybody.
He's back.
Oh, hey.
Show me the platonic love between a student and his sensei.
Man, do I have some sad news for you? Woo-wee. Yeah, so I hate that I'm like going down the line, but like my brain just keeps doing it. To do Cupid's Curse. There's just this really like trashy romance called Domestic Girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
There's
a 1-800 number or
900.
When do they arrive? Okay. All right.
Hey Mike, huge spoiler for the show. The main character, it starts off with him having a one-night stand after one of those mixers, as they call it, with one of the girls that are there.
Ice cream soda.
And then the next day, his dad introduces his new wife and her daughter, who was the girl he just slept with.
Oh yeah, that's classic trope. What are you doing, stepdad?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, no, it's really bad, and he ends up falling for the other daughter, who is also his teacher.
Huh.
That's right. I told you, Tomas. I had to ruin it. I had to ruin it for you.
It's a lot of hard turns, D.
And it is just the most messiest, trashiest thing I've ever read, indulged in. But it's a great ride. It's wild.
Domestic
It's like a less comedic Ranma 1/2.
Infinitely less comedic. Lots of dark story.
Okay. Hey, check it out now on available, I'm sure, in paperback. Domestic Girlfriend, Cupid's Curse, for Demetrius. Round 4 concludes with Mike's pick.
Sounds like a Midwest story.
Eric, you took King Kong in Foreign Love.
I did.
Right?
I took it in Cupid's Curse. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I could have taken it in Foreign Love Affair also.
Yeah, Monster Island.
Well, since you took King Kong, I'm gonna have to take Mighty Joe Young in Foreign Love Affair. The way that Bill Paxton looked at that ape. No, I'm gonna take in Foreign Love Affair. I'm gonna take Mass Effect.
There's a lot of
specifically 1 and 3. Liara's my girl in Mass Effect. Her and my Commander Shepard love each other still. They're still together to this day.
It's canon.
Your boy likes blue ladies, and she's the best blue lady.
Best blue lady.
her race, they're only a female race. They live hundreds and hundreds of years, and it's just kind of she's very naive to how other races work and how they, just live their lives, and it's just a fun kind of them meeting and getting together in the first game. She's not playable in the second game. You do run into each other. She becomes the shadow broker in the second game, which is like who was the character in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, who was like was it called the Shadow Broker as well?
I think it might have been the Shadow Broker.
Very, very similar type characters. She's kind of in the wings, controlling a lot of things. But then in the third game, when like it's time to take down the big bad, she comes back, and you get to reignite your romance with her in that game. And can't wait to see. It looks like she's coming back in the new Mass Effect game. So
Hey.
That is my foreign love affair.
Liara's great.
Blue
Mass
love.
Effect is great as well.
Liara Tassoni and Commander Shep.
Mike doesn't see color unless it's blue.
I'm still looking for them blue ladies.
Oh, get you some Apple Vision Pro. Everyone can be blue.
Oh, good.
All right.
For the
Do you have
people from
$3,500?
Avatar, he does not like them, right?
Yeah. What about Avatar, Mike? Huh?
No, the Na'vi can all. We should all.
No.
Yeah.
The Last Airbender?
Okay. All right. Mass Effect.
And the opera singer from Fifth Element. Don't want her either.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Okay.
She's funky.
But you got to get those stones out of her stomach.
The Diva La Flava?
She ain't getting my stones. You know what I mean? She ain't get mine.
I knew this Valentine's Day episode would get raunchy. Tell us more about Domestic Girlfriend, please, Demetrius.
So what happens is she goes into a coma, right?
Oh my God! Please stop.
Round 4.
Girlfriend in a coma.
Round 4 completes with Mass Effect, Liara and Shepard in Foreign Love Affair by Mike. Domestic Girlfriend in Cupid's Curse from Demetrius. Peter Jackson's King Kong in Cupid's Curse for me.
Oh my God.
The Breakup for Tragic Romance for Kayla. And Queen Charlotte Holding Hands in Right in the Feels for Tomas.
We started so wholesome that round.
I blame Kayla for the breakup. It just went raunchy from there. Not my King Kong pick. Mike, you get to start round 5.
I'm going to do my right in the feels. Kayla mentioned it. It's the Mia and Seb's last look in La La Land. One of my favorite theater experiences was this movie. It's so much fun. So many great song and dance numbers throughout. So much just great chemistry between Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. And then it doesn't work out in the end for them. They choose to love each other forever, but not that way. And
Be together.
Mia goes on to become this great successful actress. Her and her husband, just kind of decide to stop into a jazz club. Turns out to be Seb's club. He has, became a successful jazz musician, has his own popular club, and she kind of realizes it right away. Like, oh fuck, what have I gotten myself into? And while he's performing the song, they kind of catch eyes, and they both kind of envision the life that could have been together, having a child, first house, all of these moments that could have been. And, the husband looks over and asks Emma Stone, hey, you want to stick around for another? You want to get out of there? She's like, nah, we better go. And as they're walking out, Gosling and Stone catch eyes one more time, and they just smile at each other. And they just to let each other know that, I still love you. Everything worked out, and our lives are where they needed to be. And it's just a great scene, great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Could have been in tragic, but I don't want to put it there. I don't want to label it as a tragic love.
It ended very adult.
Yeah.
Eh. Good pick.
Nice. Yeah, me and Seb from La La Land and Right in the Feels. Got me right in the feels.
Yeah.
Demetrius, what kind of smut are you peddling in round 5?
What? Don't paint that image on me. How dare you?
Oh, wild
Being
card.
blue, you don't get the goo. So you better be a blue lady.
Burning.
So,
I'm going to do my right in the feels, and it's the very first rom-com that got me to feel something,
Oh.
and kind of sent me on my path of where I ended up now, which apparently is bad. I feel judged right now.
no.
Just because I indulge in a little bit questionable romance.
Okay. What you do in your free time, D? You know, it's fine. As long as you're not hurting anybody.
Or
Yourself doesn't count in that.
I am hurting myself. I'm so mad I did that. But right in the feels, the very last scene of 50 First Dates.
Yeah. I had a feeling that's where you were going.
Yeah, it was like one of the formative rom-coms. Like all of them up till then was very like trope heavy and everything, and this was very trope heavy as well. But just the nice little like romantic leg sweep at the end to like really like drive that home. I don't know. It's like in hindsight, there's like a few hundred other ways I think I could have enjoyed that movie, but I really liked how it ended.
Hell yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a good one. I like that one.
One of the best rom-coms, that one. That one is perfect.
Locked in.
Damn.
Locked in on that one. Okay, what do I have left? I've got Cupids. I got so I need a
We're all
Cutest
in that
Couple.
wild card, right?
We're gonna probably all end there. I still have voted Cutest Couple.
I still got
to do.
one.
Oh, you still got some. Gotcha.
Yeah. Man, do I save this for wild card or let's see if it gets through. In the voted Cutest Couple award, Fleabag
King
and the
Kong.
Hot Priest.
Oh my God. Jackie suggested this one, but
I want to see that other movie with him.
Good couple.
Good. Fleabag and the Hot Priest.
I would even be down for that in Cupid's Curse because
Well,
curse.
There's I think it fits maybe better in some other categories, but I wanted to get them on this one.
rep. Yeah.
Just the perfect two broken individuals find each other and spoilers lose each other. I wrote Horror Priest, so that's great. HOR.
Pouring out for Jesus.
Yeah, but
Hell yeah.
Fleabag, we've talked a lot about on this pod and how great of a show that was, and their just weirdness together, and the situations of him being the priest for her stepmother and father's like wedding and everything, and just all of the ridiculous, awkward places that puts these two weirdos in is just great. And every
The
scene
scene
with
where
them-
the scene where he notices her like talking to the camera, like breaking the fourth wall,
Yes.
and just like knowing, like, oh, okay, these two, they got it.
Yeah.
You know,
And then she realized, like, holy shit, he can hear me? Like, I thought this was
Right.
just me. Like, what?
Right.
So good. So Fleabag and the Hot Priest from Fleabag in Votus Cutest Couple for me. Kayla, round 5 for you.
I will also do Cutest Couple, and I am going to put Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy
Hell yeah.
here.
ooh, good one.
We've recently jumped back into the new. Well, the show came out last year. I think it was released in 23.
Yeah.
But man, it's just so good. They're just so fun. It's just such an adult cartoon. It's an adult Saturday morning cartoon. It's fantastic. And I never really liked Harley Quinn. I have obvious like problems with the character, but this really does spin it on its head and make me feel a lot better about liking it. So, cheers to what's the chick's name?
Haley Cuoco.
Yeah, she's so fun. It's not Lake Bell.
It is
it's
Lake
the
Bell.
other.
It's
It is
Poison
Lake
Ivy.
Bell
Mhm.
as Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just so fun. All the little side characters are just stupid, and it's a really fun cartoon. Harley and Poison Ivy.
Yeah,
Cutest
great
Couple.
voice cast. What a show. But
Yeah.
I've had to stop the kids from watching.
oh,
no,
please
don't.
do not let them watch
Can't
that.
watch that.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
They should be
no.
nowhere near that show.
They're like, yeah, well, that's like Teen Titans, right?
Yes,
I don't
it's
think-
like Teen Titans.
No, there's like a episode of Poison Ivy having her exciting moment of poisoning the whole town in her like fauna. It's ridiculous.
It's good. The Valentine's Day episode, I think that occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like after an O? type
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
gotcha. Okay.
Oh.
Like
Oh.
all the flowers like dispense this like gas, and so everybody's just outside fucking.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. All
sounds
right.
like a party.
Right, it was.
It's so good.
Good pick.
It's,
Good pick.
It's really good.
It's fun.
How many people are blue in this?
I mean, green. I like the green ones. So.
I'd argue Mr. Freeze is a very light color
He
of
is.
blue.
Oh, there
Solomon
is
Grundy is kind of like a grayish blue, you know.
Nora's
Solomon
cute.
Grundy want pants too.
Oh, Nora,
blue.
yeah, Nora's real
Nora's
good looking.
cute. She's white, but she's got really blue eyes.
and blue hair.
Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze's ex.
Is there a blue canary of some kind? Is there?
Not yet.
There's
Not
lots
yet.
of stuff.
We'll see.
I guess I'll settle for.
Yeah.
Make it
There's
happen,
enough.
DC.
It's
Oh.
really good. If you guys haven't watched it, I would really recommend it. There's like whole lots of character arcs, and it's really fun.
I'll see if the kids want to start it up
Yeah,
later.
yeah. They got to learn someday, honestly, you know.
Yeah.
Before the Super Bowl, we'll get a couple in.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
People tonight.
Sorry, the big game. Mike said the big game.
The superb owl.
Yes, the
There
superb
you go.
owl. Round 5 completes with
Bam,
Tomas.
bam, bam, bam.
We're gonna get taken off of YouTube. What are you doing?
Let's talk about Ursher. We're talking about romance. Valentine's Day.
Good stuff. What you got, Tomas?
Oh, it is number 5, right?
It is round
Okay.
5.
So I got my. So there's a little backstory to this one. This is going to be foreign love, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, how it started. I think I was listening for, like, the 10th time. The Training Day rewatchables.
Okay.
Ethan Hawke. And we have this, like, little date book thing that... Jackie got for us, where you scratch something out, it gives you a date idea, and you do the date, you take a picture of the date, and then you post it as like a scrapbook kind of thing. And one of them's like, build a fort, get some marshmallows with like some Steno cans, and make s'mores in a fort while watching a romantic movie together. And I don't know why Ethan Hawke was just at the forefront of my brain. But we found this, I guess, I don't know if it's an obscure movie, but there's like 3 movies to the series. So we watched Before Sunrise. It's about him meeting a girl on a train while he's, overseas, and they just share a night together. No strings attached, just kind of starts off really awkward, and they start getting into the groove, and tragically, they have to like separate, at the end. So I was like, I got to go back. You got to go back. Should we exchange numbers? Don't exchange numbers. We're going to see each other again. There's a whole trilogy to this, but yeah, just shooting his shot while on a train in a foreign country. And yeah. And I just for me, it was kind of more of my experience with it than the actual movie itself. But yeah, so Before Sunrise.
Someday I'll watch those 3 films. They're talked about just constantly on like the Ringer podcast. So
Yeah, well, they love the Hawk there, so
hey, I do too. So
yeah.
Don't hassle the Hawk. Don't.
I mean, coincidentally, there was an Ethan Hawke sitting on the roof of my neighbor's house before this podcast, staring at me. So
one of the many.
kind of gave the go ahead.
Right. Before Sunrise wraps up round 5 from Tomas in the Foreign Love Affair category. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy were voted Cutest Couple from Kayla. Fleabag and the Hot Priest were voted Cutest Couple from me. 51st Dates, the final scene, got D right in the feels. And the final scene with Mia and Seb from La La Land got Mike right in the feels. Tomas, you get to start the final round. The round we're calling the wild card round.
Put them all on the table, baby.
Yeah.
So I had a few ideas for this one. I'm just gonna air out all of my ideas. I doubt anyone put any of these. I was gonna try to shoehorn in, the boss's love for her country. Dying for it. Metal Gear Solid 3. I've been hinting at another one for every one of these picks. The platonic yet tragic love between a master and his pupil. Domon Kashu and Master Asia. But my pick is going to be because I'm the resident MASH man. And Jackie wanted some MASH representation. There's a litany of just random romantic things that happen, but I'm going to do the love between a father and a son, and Alan Alda's character Hawkeye, the letters that he writes between his father that they do many an episode about. But just sharing his experiences with his father of the tragedy, triumphs, and all the in between of being in the Korean War longer than the actual Korean War lasted. So
that's deep.
So Matt, but number 2 is Domon and Master Asia.
Man, did the boss love Jack more or Jack? What? No, what is his name? Not Jack. Snake. What? Did she love Snake more or her country more? I wonder.
I don't know. She died for her country. She died for the world.
She died for him.
I mean, the sorrow gave her the D. So I mean, that's
but that wasn't love. That wasn't.
I don't know.
No, that was
creepy love. Creepy love is good love.
For quadruple agent Ocelot.
Can lust bloom on the battlefield? Is the subtitle of their affair? Kayla, let's class round 6 up a little bit here.
Oh yeah.
Sure. My class comes with gym shorts and baggy t-shirts. D stole my wild card. He stole 51st Dates.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I come correct with the Wedding Singer's final scene. I want to grow old with you.
Aww,
on the plane.
It's a good movie.
It's good.
Yep.
It's good.
No one talks that way to Billy Idol.
Right.
It's about a man's love for Billy Idol. Kayla didn't really go in depth.
It has created my love for Billy Idol. I can represent, So who?
With a rebel yell,
Man, Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore just give some really good love stories sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna pick Vacation Friends or whatever that third one?
Blended.
That's the one. Who's picking Blended? It's not
me.
Click.
I like the Jennifer Aniston one better.
Okay, I got a couple ways to go here.
It's wild card, baby.
Yeah, I'll do a somewhat obscure one. I wanted to fit it in other categories, but it's just going to end up being wild card. Dead Space, specifically the Dead Space remake, really fleshes out what you're doing the whole thing for. Yeah. I mean, Dead Space is a love story, guys. If anyone's
You're not
never told you
wrong.
that, Dead Space is a love story. A very tragic one, let's say.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Dead Space. But Isaac is going through hell. Pretty much literally, to find his wife. And I don't think it works out well for anyone, but
Silent Hill 2 did it first.
but no, I think the sentiment around that is quite strong. I always love the game, and I do love the things that they fleshed out. Just more of her.
Yeah,
she gets more scenes in the remake, more video stuff. I think it makes the ending a little
More
more
contact.
obvious, though, maybe for a new player.
Game's been out forever, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew it. It was obvious to you because you already knew.
Yeah.
I feel like I had feelings of, okay, something's not right.
Yeah.
Does the remake still do the thing where the first letter of each chapter spells out Nicole is dead?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
I still like that.
It's
Yeah.
very-
She is so scary in the second one. She's very
Oh
scary.
my god.
We'll see if remake 2 comes out.
Yeah.
All right, so my pick is the Dead Space remake in Wild Valentine's Day card. Demetrius.
For my wild card, I've been cycling through some moments, some characters, some things, but nothing has impacted me the way this specific scene kind of plays out, from the build up to what it motivates you to do to finish arguably one of the longest games I've played.
Is it Disgaea?
No, I stayed away from that because then that would be the longest game I've ever played. But no, it's the scene, an infamous one where you can't save the girl. You can't save the one that you've been slowly falling in love with throughout the game. And it's the scene with when Sephiroth kills Aerith.
Damn.
OG. Man, 2 Final Fantasies out here.
My pubescent heart broke. I've never been angrier at a thing that doesn't exist. Yeah, I spent so much time, with these characters. It was like the first non-sentient person loss that I've ever experienced that actually affected me. And just the fallout of all of that too. Just and then obviously what it leads to. So
good pick.
That moment is going to hit me really hard, I think.
Yeah, rewatching it.
it's gonna hurt more. I think it's gonna hurt more than it did originally.
They
I don't know.
do such a great job of making her a character that I care about in remake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Way more than the original did for me. And I hope they change that moment because I don't want to see it.
I don't need it.
I hope it's Barrett. I hope they just stab Barrett or something.
Literally kill Cloud for all I care. Dude, I'll do it again.
I honestly think they are gonna do something, just because the trailer kind of hints at it.
Yeah, well, they want people who don't know,
Goofy.
they don't want to be obvious, and people who do know, they want to trick you too.
Yeah.
It's true.
If it winds up being Tifa, I will be equally upset. So
Yeah.
can't have that either.
If it ends up being Barrett, I'll be equally upset.
Well, he already tried one time, all right? He tried to kill our man in the first game. And then those weird ghosts fixed him.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my least favorite parts of that first.
Yeah, you're right. It's a 7. You're right. Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You're so right. He's so
You're
silly.
right. You're right.
Okay.
Is it me? Do I get to end it?
Yeah.
Finish it.
Let's
Wrap
end
it up.
on a wholesome note.
Okay.
This might be the first movie where I kind of
Who's dying?
with like a love story that I kind of cared about, and I'm going to pick a Goofy movie.
Aw.
Nice.
Between
Yeah, man.
the love between Max and Roxanne, or early puppy love, whatever you want to call it, and just the lengths that a kid will go to try to convince a girl to like him. Like,
I mean,
Hell yeah.
it's so good. Then you get the whole father and son love
Yep.
with the road trip and stuff, and the Power Line concert is so
Power
great, and just the final scene between Roxanne and Max on her porch, where he comes clean and does the chuckle, and gotta say, before your boy loved his chicks blue, he loved them like dogs. So Roxanne's real cute.
We said no pet love. We said no pet love, Mike.
True definition of puppy love, right here.
This just opened something for me. In Mike's love of Bluey is now very, very concerning. I think.
Chili got it. Chili. I mean, Bandit is a lucky man.
ooh.
And I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, Roxanne is probably like Mike's first crush,
Wow.
So
I love
Roxanne was getting Mike's rocks off.
Oh, wow. Oh, Mike wanted to Roxanne. Yeah. So,
I'm glad we're all eye to eye on this one.
Oh, good stuff.
Roxanne for Kingdom Hearts 4, guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This has been
wholesome
an unhinged
until it
episode
wasn't.
for Valentine's Day. I love it.
Our truths.
Okay, let's recap the draft. Mike picked Leslie and Ben from Parks and Rec in his Cutest Couple, Bones and All in his tragic romance, Lori and Joe and their kind of final scene in Little Women in his Cupid's Curse, Mass Effect, Liara and Shepard in the Foreign Love Affair, Mia and Seb's final scene in La La Land for Right in the Fields, and a Goofy movie, Max and Roxanne in his Wild Valentine's Day card. Demetrius picked. I have it as Ryan and Sandra in the Excel sheet, so it's going to stay Ryan and Sandra from the proposal in Votus Cutest Couple. Titus and Yuna, the tragic romance of Titus and Yuna from Final Fantasy X. Subaru and the blue-haired demon from ReZero in the Foreign Love Affair. Domestic girlfriend in Cupid's Curse. 50 First Dates, final scene in Right in the Fields. And Sephiroth killing Aerith. But did it actually happen in Wild?
The greatest love story ever.
In the wild card round. I had Kratos and Faye from God of War in my Foreign Love Affair. Fry rearranging the stars for Leela in Right in the Fields. Vlad and Lisa Tepish in Castlevania for my tragic romance. Peter Jackson's King Kong in my Cupid's Curse. Fleabag and the Hot Priest voted Cutest Couple, and the Dead Space remake between Isaac and his lost love in the wildcard round. Kayla had Fear in Cupid's Curse. Peter Quill tries to shoot Gamora in Right in the Fields. Forgetting Sarah Marshall in the Foreign Love Affair category. The Breakup in the Tragic Romance category. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy in Votus Cutest Couple. And The Wedding Singer, final scene in the wild card round. There.
Good movie.
Finally, Tomas had Wesley and Buttercup in voted Cutest Couple. Forrest and Jenny, the Gumps in Cupid's Curse. Silent Hill 2, Tragic Romance. Queen Charlotte Holding Hands in Right in the Fields. And Before Sunrise in the Foreign Love Affair. And finally, Hawkeye and his father in Letters from MASH in the wild card round. The only, non-romantic love in the entire draft. Tomas,
we don't
you
know
should
that.
be ashamed. we don't know that. It was a different time. Vietnam's crazy. Any before
Korea.
whatever. It's all of the above. War, it never changes.
It's hell.
Any
Love never changes.
any before we get out of here, any honorable mentions? I've got I'm surprised no one had Swim Fan. I
Oh
thought
God.
I thought that would come
Jesus.
up, I had Bowser and Princess Peach as a kind of a
yeah.
star-crossed lover, one-sided, unrequited love.
Thought about it.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Single white female.
Yeah.
Single female lawyer.
Squall and Renoa in space. Always hit me right in the feels.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Homer and Marge. Cutest Couple, whatever. Love them. Love those crazy
Oldest TV couple.
yellow folks.
I have a ton of honorable mentions here.
Do it.
Cutest Couple, Ed Teach and Steed Bonnet.
I got that
Mark
on me
Vikings
too.
death.
Except
too
for I
short.
realized right now I typed Ed Blackbeard.
That's all right. That's what Steed calls him in the bedroom.
Oh boy.
Another game relationship that I like a lot is Nathan and Elena Drake.
Hell yeah.
I think it's like one of the few games to really nail just like an adult relationship in a game in Uncharted 4. For tragic romances, I have Jon Snow and Ygritte
Oh yeah.
from Game of Thrones. Broke my heart when that happened. I really like those two together on that show. Foreign Love Affair, I had Shape of Water. Sally
Oh
Hawkins,
my
that
god,
game.
that's such a good one.
just a woman in love with a fish man, and it's
Classic
Beauty. It's the best version of Beauty and the Beast, in my opinion.
Guillermo likes doing that.
Cupid's Curse, Helga Pataki, her love for
Oh
Arnold.
my god,
Arnold.
That's good.
that's good.
I know they do share a kiss in the movie, I believe, but then I think they just go right back to
It's not
being
canon.
buds.
It's not
Yeah. So, right in the feels are what were we talking about or what were we arguing about moment
Oh man,
from old. I love that moment. And the San Junipero episode
Hell yeah.
of Black Mirror.
Oh,
Just love that episode of Black Mirror. But those are all my honorable mentions.
it's so good.
Man, I had like a lot of options up in my lists and had to make my final cut last minute. But part of me is like, well, I gotta say The Notebook. Like, we gotta represent Nicholas
I'm
Sparks
shocked no one did.
in
Yeah.
some way. I
had
had
that.
a walk to remember on my
Same
list.
here.
So I was like, okay, somebody else will say The Notebook. I'll have a walk to remember,
that
representing the man of
Didn't
romance
happen.
novels. And I chose The Breakup over it in my tragic romance area because I wanted.
Shock.
I have a lot of old school rom-coms I see when I look at my list. But my other honorable mention is New Girl. You got Cece and Schmidt and Nick and Jess. Both of them have lots of fun couple moments.
Great couples on that show. Great.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I even want to say Schmidt and Nick and Winnie and the cat.
Hey,
Woody and the cat.
It's fun.
I haven't watched that show in a long time.
I like it.
It was fun.
Great show.
Oh.
Any other honorable mentions? Anyone?
I got a couple.
Floating in space.
Oh my god, you did it! It's floating in space.
Oh,
I got like only a couple because I had a walk to remember on mine as well. I jokingly wrote down William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
I unjokingly wrote it down at one point. So
Titanic.
Very tragic.
You know, I had an oddball one. I wrote Shadow of the Colossus.
okay.
I guess the whole through line of that is you trying to save your girl. What else did I have? Oh
Dead
yeah, I was
Space
surprised no True Romance plug.
True.
I thought about him.
I think
One
that's
man's
about
love
all.
of Elvis, right? That's like the
Yes.
three
Hell
of
yeah.
that one.
You're so cool, Eric.
Really like you, Clarence. Always have. Always will.
Yeah, I think that's about it. like most of my shit was like, or it was like I had a good idea where I was going to put everything. So you guys were very generous at not picking any of my stuff. So
Likewise, thank you to everyone for not picking my stuff.
He picked mine.
Good job, Lee.
I'm sorry.
Down with Kayla.
Correct.
Okay.
Um,
I always
We
try to do in one of those, so this time I got both. Happy day. I would have gotten it because I said forgetting Sarah Marshall in Hawaii, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say 51st Dates next because that's just Hawaii. Let's
draft.
mix it up a bit. And then D said it.
Well,
Gotta double down.
Kayla, the irony is you stole forgetting Sarah Marshall from me. That was going to be
Damn.
because the scene where he like opens up about the Dracula musical is just so fucking real for me. Like just letting your weird out in front of people is
Right.
it's so good. But you're like, I mentioned it. I was like, oh no, I don't have a seat anymore.
yeah, to me, it's the love between Kunu and
And the ocean.
and the ocean.
In the ocean.
There you
In the
go.
freaking ocean.
Good stuff, guys.
Have to mention the Keira Knightley and Matthew McFadden Pride and Prejudice as well.
Yeah.
I love that one. Great romance, great romantic scenes in that one. Just couldn't find a way to fit it in.
If I could just my last little like honorable mentions. Obviously, I was debating on putting Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on any part of this list, just because it's so wild. And also Moulin Rouge. There's just one of the like just such an amazing musical, and the way that they emote during those songs, every time gets me every time.
Yeah, we saw it in London when we were there, and that was phenomenal. That was really good. It was.
Yeah, Moulin Rouge. Oh my god.
Hey, we got a partner here.
Oh, hello.
Special guest. All right. Is he gonna say goodbye when we do the goodbyes?
49ers.
Oh, okay. Got his pick.
We're a Niners household here. Go Niners.
Okay.
Sure.
Go Niners.
Sure. I'm an Usher household. We're
Same
an
here.
Usher
House of
household.
Usher.
Usher.
Yeah, we're gonna, so everyone out there, hope you enjoy the big game. This will post after, so hope your team won. On that. This was the great Valentine's Day draft from the Machine of Nonsense. We are getting out of here, and we're saying we love you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye bye.
I do.